Hello, this is Miss Autumn from Cedarbrae Collegiate Guidance. Today we're going to look at how you research for your college application and how you complete your college application. As you can see, we are on cedarbraeci.com. We're going to hover over the word guidance. We're going to go down to post-secondary pathways and go over to college information. As we do that, we will get to the page where you will find on your left-hand side of the page all the links that you need to do your research for your college programs. On the right-hand side, you will see all the links you need for applying to college. Now, the college application is open, and so you can start to apply to college as of now. What we're going to look at here is some of the most important things for you to be looking at while you are going through this process. So let's start on the left-hand side and look at a link to perhaps why you should choose college. We will go definitely to find a program in one moment or so. Types of programs, if you're interested in skilled trades, there's a link for that. Highly competitive programs we'll look a little bit more into. Collaborative programs between college and university, and then there are definitely contacts to the colleges where you can email or call the college for information. So first things first, let's start off with the types of programs in college. When we look at that, what you'll find is there are certificate programs, diploma programs, two types of diploma programs, 2-year programs, and 3-year programs that are called advanced diploma programs. There are also degree programs, and these degree programs require you to be taking this year at school 6 grade 12 courses that have a U or an M in them. So for example, English, your code for that would be ENG 4U. So the code has to have in it a 4 and a U or a 4 and an M. And the degree program requires you to have 6 of those in order to apply. There are graduate certificates. You can't do those yet because you haven't graduated from college or university. There are collaborative and joint degree programs, and there are also co-op programs and apprenticeship programs. So there are many different things you can look at when you are trying to apply to college. Now let's look at how you find a program. So in finding a program, there are 3 ways you can do it. You can put a keyword in the search program. You could look at different categories of programs, and you can look at very specifically colleges. If we use a category search, what we would do is we would look for something that might be of interest to us. So let's look at business and finance. And if I go into that, you'll notice it's broken down into other categories. And what you do is you choose the category you're interested in. So perhaps I'm interested in marketing. So I open the marketing tab. What it does, it shows me information about a career in marketing, general marketing programs, but more importantly, it gives me the opportunity to look at the programs that exist in Ontario that are marketing programs. And if you notice, there are 512 programs. So how do we narrow that down? Well, we go over to the college tab. And if you're staying in the Toronto area, we choose the schools that are in traveling distance from Cedarbrae or your home in the Greater Toronto area. So what I have chosen is I've chosen the top 5 that are in the Toronto or Greater Toronto area: Centennial, Durham, George Brown, Humber, and Seneca. Once you get to something like that, you start to look at the different possibilities of programs that exist. And as you can see, there's many different programs, And if you're looking for the start date of September 2023, you'll notice there are dates listed beside each of these particular programs. So I see this one, Business Marketing. It is at Centennial College. Its program code is 2805, and it is open for me to look at or apply to. So I'm going to go into the website, and you can do this with every program that exists. Every school will look different, but I have a business marketing program, and what you're going to look for is this happens to be a 2-year diploma. You're going to look at where it actually is going to be located. The program code, always write down the program code if you're interested in a program, and the school and the campus and the start date that you are interested in. You will find down here an overview of the program. You can look at the courses that you would take. You can look at the career options and possible pathways, and check out what you might be able to do with this 2-year diploma after you have finished it. So for instance, I happen to notice that this 2-year business marketing program could lead you to a Bachelor of Commerce bridge at Ontario Tech University. It could also lead you to Seneca College in an honors Bachelor of Commerce in marketing. So this is a way to get a degree if that's what you want to do, but at this point perhaps do not have the 6th grade 12 UNM courses that you require to get into it. York is also a possibility to go into business. But really we want to know the admission requirements. So that's what you're looking for. And as you look at it, you read the admission requirements. This one needs grade 12 college English or university English, either one. It needs you to have math, either a college or mixed or UMath in grade 11, or a grade 12 college math or UMath in grade 12. So you need to be looking for things such as that. How long is my program? How do I get into it? What courses would I take, and where does it lead me? So every program you look at is going to give you that information. I'm going to close this tab and we're going to go back to this page again. Now, what if you want to just look at, let's say, a 3-year diploma? So you would click off Advanced Diploma, and it would give you a possibility of a 3-year diploma. And this happens to have a co-op option to it, that's Centennial. We could also look at Durham College, which happens to be in Oshawa, and you will see here that the co-op is available. The way that they present the information is a little bit different, but you're going to find everything that you are looking for. This is a 3-year or 6-semester program. Program details, admission requirements. Again, English and math is required to get into this program. You can look at the courses. You could also look at transfer. So all of these different things are really important for you to look at. On top of that, again, take note, if you're interested, of the name of the program, the school, the start date, and the program code for each of the different programs you are interested in. Because when you are applying to college, you have 5 choices for $110. Let me just close this for a minute. Oh, let me show you one other thing. Or you could say, I just want, oops, I don't want to look at St. Lawrence. It's a little bit too far away, but I'll take the diploma out and I can look at it at Advanced Diploma, or I could change it and look at degrees. And there happen to be a few degrees in the area of business. Again, it is necessary for you to have 6th grade 12 UNM courses to go into a degree program at college. We open the website again. Again, this looks a little bit different than the other ones, but you're looking for program code. It happens to be a 4-year program. You want to look at where it's being offered and what are your admission requirements. Well, now it's going to tell me they want 6th grade 12 university or university college courses mixed or equivalent with a combined average of 65% or above, and they want you to have English grade 12 university with a grade of 65% or higher. And that's your requirements. Again, full description, courses, career and post-secondary, postgraduate study opportunities, and look at the tuition and fees. So we have 2-year diplomas, we have 3-year diplomas, and we have 4-year degrees. If you are looking a little further for a program and you want to know if your program happens to be known as highly competitive. Now, highly competitive program is a program where there are more people applying than there are seats. And if you look at this, it will give you a description of that, and you need to apply before February 1st, which is the equal consideration date, and that means February 1st, 2023. So what we want to do is we want to go to find a program on here, and these are all the highly competitive programs. And again, you can use these filters on the side to put in the colleges you're interested in. So we'll just put those ones in for now. Again, I'm staying in the Greater Toronto area, and I've now broken it down into these are highly competitive programs. And you'll notice that these programs are varying in what they could be. And so the other thing you want to do again is, if you want to break this down even more, you can go to a program category and decide, okay, I want to look at just the following area. And you could choose just one of those. So I'll just take education, community, and social work, services area, and it's broken down now into just those ones. So for instance, I could look at child and youth care, or community and justice services, or behavioral science, or social service worker, or autism and behavioral science. So there's a number of different programs I could look at in that particular area. Now let's just look at Humber for now, because we haven't looked at what Humber looks like, but this is what you're doing to do your research. You're checking out all the different schools and areas that you might be interested in. Again, this is a 3-year program code. Where is it offered? The Lakeshore campus. What are the start dates? You've got a September 2023 start date. How do I know what I need? This little check mark here will give you the admission requirements. So you need to have your diploma, grade 12 English, college or university, and 3 other grade 11 or grade 12 college or mixed or U courses that you have taken in the last 2 years. So it will give you that information about what do I need to do to get into this. I'll just close that. See if it'll close for me. Again, program overview. You can look at courses, program standards. We'll just close this because that's in the way. Take a tour, your career, professional accreditations. So these are things you want to know. So basically, no matter what you're doing, what you are looking for is information about programs that you would be interested in taking. You want to know if they're highly competitive because more people apply to those programs than they have seats in the colleges. And so on the left-hand side, you're going to do all kinds of research and look for the programs that you are interested in. On the right-hand side, what we have for you is your college application tutorial link, and it shows you, if you watch it, exactly what you have to do to fill in your college application. And it is a video for you to do that. So you're going to watch that. You're also going to look at applying to college. And this is a printable piece of paper, but it tells you step by step what you should be doing. And make sure that you are following the steps. Now, one thing that you need to know is that colleges are open to anybody who is interested in them, that have the prerequisites. Those courses are the ones you have to take and pass in order to get into them, and who are interested in looking for more practical, hands-on with theory type programs. when you're putting your application together, you'll notice that there is an application processing fee of $110. It is non-refundable. The reason you pay this is in order for you to have all your information shared with the colleges you are interested in. And notice here you have 5 program choices. Notice when I said before you needed to know the program code. This is the reason you need to know it, because all programs, if they are different than each other, have a specific code, and you have 5 choices. And you can do no more than 3 choices at any one college. So for instance, say you were interested in going to George Brown College and you were looking at it and you thought, I want to take dental hygiene. By the way, highly competitive program. I want to take business marketing at George Brown. And I also want to look at perhaps dental assistant. Those 3 you can do at George Brown, but no more than those 3. And you still have 2 more that could be any place. You could also do 5 programs from 5 different colleges, or you could do, say, child and youth care worker at 5 different colleges. You have 5 choices for $110. This is explained within this piece of paper, and they are tips really for applying to college. Also, important college dates. You really do need to know these. These dates are when you need to apply. And what's happening in early October? Well, the college application is now open. The earliest date for an offer of admission is November 1st. You should be getting your applications in no later than February 1st, but does that mean that you cannot add something in after February 1st? No, it does not. It just means that everybody else has probably handed in their application before that or sent their application in, and you need to get that application in as soon as possible, as long as the program is still open. And if you notice, May 1st is the deadline to confirm offers of admission. So you need to look at that information too, because it is important with respect to making your choice as to how soon you're applying. If you are an immigrant student, there is a section on applying to college as an immigrant student. There is a very clear section on college application fees and how you can make your payments. Please take a look at that. There is also college tuition and financial aid frequently asked questions, 10 top frequently asked questions about college, and also what are known as the OCAS admission dates. On the left-hand side here, you will notice that information is sent to this Ontario College Application Services on these specific dates. So information already went out on October 4th. Some more information is going to go out on the 15th. And the 15th, it will show all your final grade 11 and midterm grade 12 marks. It will put in your address, your phone number, your name. Everything is based on what we have in our new PowerSchool system. So the PowerSchool SIS people will be sending and gathering in the information on these dates. You want to be aware of the dates and check your application to make sure everything went in correctly. This is why it's important for you to take a look at this. And if you are a student that is has an IEP, that perhaps has a learning disability, or has an IEP with an exceptionality on it, we have a link to something called Transition Resource Guide for Students, and that will give you an idea of what each of the schools require of you, and you can look at each of the schools and take some very specific information from each of them. So let's see what we can do. Plan your journey, getting started. There's your rights and responsibilities. And if we want to, choosing between college and university, or we can just look at getting started. And in getting started, we just go through choosing between college and university and what's available to you. So it is a resource for you to look through it. Now, if you are looking at colleges, you're going to click on the college site and you can go into each of the colleges you're interested in and see what their transition information would be for you and what you need to do. So also a very important link for students who might have an IEP, that you need to continue to have your support in college. So last thing, second last thing, there's OnTransfer. It is a website where you can actually go and see, if I do this college program, will it lead me to something afterwards, say going to another college for a degree program, or maybe another university for a degree program. Perhaps that's something you want to look at. Now, how do you apply? Well, you can hit the Apply Now button, or How to Apply to College. They take you to the right place. How to apply. Okay, create an account. That's your first step. And please go through these very carefully. And again, here's your starting to apply video. I already have a link that's separate, but it is here for you to look at. So if you are planning on looking at college, whether it is your first choice or perhaps a backup plan or a way to apply to more of a similar type of program that is offered in both college and university, then this is where you go to get that information. Left-hand side, information on how to find a program. What is out there for you? What kind of programs do they offer? Right-hand side, how to apply to college. So this is the page that you'll find everything you need on. Please do not just go Google searching, because sometimes you get the wrong information. So take your time, do your research. If you have questions, contact your guidance counselor. And if you don't know who your guidance counselor is, hover over guidance, meet the guidance team, and you just scroll down, and here we are. There's Miss Beck, A to G, Mr. DiCarlo, H to PAS, this is last names, and myself, Miss Autumn, PAT to Z. And this is where you would click to make a guidance appointment with your counselor. Good luck on your research, and please ask us the questions that you want answers to, and we will be pleased to help you.